Hey everyone, welcome back to Sit Down with Marco, and I'm Marco, of course, Marco. We talk about a lot of different things with political, social, paranormal, uh, even in between. These are the commentaries. So, today, a lot of area today. I got it. I made a couple videos today, and then I had to, yeah, check my math issue. Yeah, that's for the Marco Journey. If you want to know more about that, go listen to that. I get a lot of math issues, but no. One I just had to be adjusted. That that's for that, and the big heart dating as well. Okay, the last 2 days, a lot about the drones and UFO. Let me tell you something. Speaking of that, we're going to talk a little bit about that and maybe other stuff this time today. It's just interesting because of the relating with a lot of New Jersey. It's called the New Jersey wave of UFO, or UAP, which stands for Identifying Flying Objects, UFO, or the UAP, it's easy to say, Identifying Aerial Phenomena. I found out the name's been around for quite a while. It goes back, even far back in the 80s, matter of fact. But presently they talk more about that with that name rather than UFO. The government changed there. Anyway, because of that, I was researching more. Can I remember the line? Oh, I forgot to look it up for that one. There's called UFO traffic line. That line goes from Atlanta to Pacific. I wonder where it's about that's the most active. And I think it's somewhere down here, down south. It goes right through Nevada and California, where it's the hotbed of UFO. And I can see I'm pretty much straight from here to, which is that way. That way. To Area 51 in California. Death Valley. There's a hotbed over there. But it's a little more north, Skywalker Ranch in Utah, I believe, with Brandon Bugle owned. Want to research, find out all about that stuff. It's all there. That's really freaky. It's not that greedy. It's proof. Seeing all that happen. Like a UFO, broad daylight that they capture on the camera, that it actually killed the cattle. Please, I forgot to say that before. I'm telling you that the warning that some can be welcome to hear on that. Okay. Oftentimes UFO or something out there take the cattle and take part of the organ and tongue. And that sounds like what Jack the Ripper would do. Would cut up, get the organ. That would make me very similar to that. Nobody could find Jack the Ripper. Was he one of them? Alright, that'll be another subject to talk about him. Oh. I like those mysteries as well, okay? Now let's change shift to here. I saw the map. Wow, this is one of the most quiet around the country. Big area. It's up right the very corner of South Carolina bordering with North Carolina by the ocean. Those are very hot spots of UFO. Not in Charleston, but way out the countryside. I mean, there's a lot of that UFO activity occurs where it's quiet, not in major cities. This is why New Jersey, which is pretty populated because New York, Newark, all over the first half, top half of New Jersey are very populated. And down south a little bit less, right by Pennsylvania and by the Atlantic Ocean, like Atlantic City. So those three main spots. There's a lot of activity through up there. The map showed it didn't look like it wasn't much. It's because it would survey between the year 2000 and 2023. Now with the new one this year, it's going to radically shift to dark green. So many people have seen for the past month and a half with 10,000 sightings. They count the sighting and they put it in each county. If they did one, they'll put that in that county account. Like here in Barnwell County, 666, that number. Yep, 666 sighting here in Barnwell. It's still very light green. It's not fully activity. But that's a lot for that short period of time, in 23 years. Still, it's light green. If it's dark green, it would be in the thousands. Nevada, Nevada, it's pretty high. It's area 51 in Death Valley, which border with Nevada by area 51. It makes sense. Everybody knew about that. It's area 51 with UFO. They all reported that because people spend so much time, pretty much wasting time, looking for UFO up in the sky. Because they think it's there. Area 51, they would say, oh, there's one, and count them. It may be just jet. Who knows? Speaking of Area 51, this is Area 51 at the E, just kitty corner from me, right on that row. Oh yeah, that's what people are telling me there when I first moved here. Ooh, and the manager, the place where I rent my lot, he said, I will hear a lot of helicopters go by, low, like an airport down there. I look up on the map, I can't find the airport. Right over there. Yeah, right. Google Maps sometimes covered up private military bases. You won't find that Groom Lake on the map. It's some people that like picture taken and leak. That's what you see, an odd-shaped airport. Because of the runway. It looked like a hangar shape. You're looking at that like viewing a Groom Lake. But here, it's all wood. There's something there. It's one of the lords. It doesn't make any sense. So, if that's the case, this means They're not UFO here. I do know they are based in Patterson, near Roswell, Area 51. Montauk with possibility. But Montauk was, it's closed now, but because they had to move. Because a lot of people knew what that became of. So they had to move it secretly. Now nobody knows where. It's out somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic state, hidden. But the Montauk is more of cryptozoology and the study of strange animals there. I have my heater down, but I feel more vibration. That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes they do that. Yeah. So there might be. A couple nights I get when it's not too cold, I spend time outside, but now lately it's cold. Wanted to look for those UFO or UAP. When it gets a little warmer, I'm going to spend time outside trying to capture them. Here, because their location. I'm not afraid I'm going to do it. I've hit both UFO and Spirit since 1975. 19 times I've seen it. And then there's paranormal. I've been punched in the stomach once. And the other time, I heard the door slam at this very old house. That was my sister's good friend, mother's house, the house where he grew up. I heard it's been demolished. It was abandoned. And it's very hot spot. And it was choking one of our guests. Visitor who was doing paranormal investigation. And I made my determination after I got the result. It was paranormal. There and by the road. It's very, very hot, that spot. Dangerous, I can understand why. Because the road curved like that. People get killed there. So it's very hot, dangerous spot. It's just like 13 curve in Syracuse. It happened there too. We experienced that. Flashlight went out. Brand new battery. Brand new everything. But when we left, it worked. Yeah. So, this is interesting. I'm going to look for later about that area, and I'm going to try to spend time in the summer, spring, summer. That's what I want to do. Go out those spots and look for them in the sky. It's very increasing activity right now. So I will keep an eye on, and I would like have people to join me doing all the research, doing with all the equipment, like EMP meter, or with the camera, this camera, film, still, special infrared camera, night goggles, everything. Each one do different duties. It'd be nice to have a team to do that. It's just for the research into the proof or to debunk. Get the Bible said something. That'll be in. I probably will do that next week after New Year. Because my eyes are getting better. I'm starting to see the numbers pretty good. So by then, I'll show you it right there in the Bible. You dig out wheel yet. There's even one in the New Testament. You'll see. in the signs of wonder that in coming the last days, it's happening. I'm supposed to continue with the prophecy. But I'll also talk about UFO. Okay, this 15 minutes. We'll talk about other things. If any of you like to do that, you need to be a Christian. You believe there is something out there. You have to have strong faith in the Lord. Do that, because then we can command the UFO to flee. They'll flee because they tend to like to get Christian. Because they abducted Christian, not regular people. They've done research in the past. They tend to be Christians get abducted. But people who want to see UFO, want to be abducted, could not get to be abducted. Why? It's quite interesting. Maybe the alien, or not Christian, can be demonic yet. So, maybe that's what they're doing. To see if you were drawing a wig and all that. Because I've heard Christians we literally say in Jesus' name. They leave you right back where you were from and leave like that. Because they don't like hearing Jesus' name. Amen. It's interesting because I know my faith. I'm not perfect, but I had that 19 view. Well, from 1975 to about 7 years ago. I haven't had ever since. Maybe I'm growing more faithful, and it wasn't happening much in Syracuse at the time. Yet, they said it's the UFO throughway path. Because often it happens between Buffalo and Albany. Even all the way to Boston. The Interstate 90. That a lot of UFO activity. Not much in Binghamton and Watertown. Interesting. Because I think they knew about the throughway, and it makes it easier for them to track down. And see all that traffic. They've been more steady there than the Finger Lake, for example, or the Catskill. Those numbers are lower, according to what I saw. But the Adirondack is much heavier because less people, more sighting. You have to remember that more people seen per 1,000 people. That's how they measure that. And more sighting. The UFO tend to like where it's very quiet. It makes it easier for them to do their research. They knew all of us sleep. It's easy for them to come down, do the cattle abduction, human abduction. You can see all the raids and stuff that they're probably getting out the dirt. Gold. Yeah. There's a lot of gold right near Area 51. They say they have seen, they assume, the researchers have found, oh, there's gold there. That's why the UFO tends to go to those spots. Gold's very wealthy, coming out of comedy. No, let me say the right word. Material, let me say this word. Material. It's easy to melt down to make something. Or they're using it for their power. It's a fuel. Who knows? We need to find out if that's potential, but it's not enough gold. A lot of water. Rarely they do get water in the ship. Probably for experiment. Just like we sent our probe to Mars, or the rover, same thing. They do it to us, we do it to them. But we haven't gone that far to their world yet. Just telescope. Okay, please do comment. Got something I can refute pictures and video. I'll tell you if it's for real or anything, but please do not, I repeat, do not make fake UFO, or I will expose that they're fake. Period. The guy was the first to debunk Chad's drone. More than 12 years ago. About 2011, 2012. He said, oh, that's UFO, but it's not. It's too perfect. I said, no. And I figured I noticed how it was pointed along with the wire. Oh, wait a minute. That's for the wire. They need to know how many degrees and all that for electrical engineers. Matter of fact, it was invented in Syracuse, and that's why it crashed to to ditch row, transformer station. It crashed and caused the Great Blackout of 1965. Yep, Syracuse. That's embarrassing. But this don't hold touch. That's how I found out. So, drones were around since 1965. That's the only proof, the oldest that I know of. Stuff was right. Alright, that's it for now. We're gonna really talk about all the stuff that I want to talk about Jack the Ripper. Probably we'll do that tomorrow. I wonder who. Maybe Kalowski? Or that American doctor who wasn't a doctor. Did all that because it's the perfect timing. He did another series in Texas after Jack the Ripper. Did in Whitechapel area in London. Was it? Come back on tomorrow and listen. Have a good night. God bless.